Welcome to my YouTube. This video is a little bit more serious than what I usually do on this channel because I just feel like talking about this is probably going to help somebody else out there. But I'm going to talk a little bit about grieving and some things that I've been through regarding grieving. About 2 years ago, we lost my grandmother. Her name was Virginia Painter. She died after a very short illness. She was sick for maybe a month, and it was a really, really bad loss for me. We were so close. My grandmother was probably the grandmother that a lot of people never had, but everybody wished they had. And to my friends that met her, she was their adopted grandmother, and I called her Mama. She was my Mama. There was just so many things in her that are also in me. I would go down to say that probably if you see something in me that you like, somehow or another it came from her. Whether it's something, that I inherited from my mom, that she inherited from her, or, just that I inherited straight from her, it's probably from her. She was great. She really was. She was sweet and loving and precious, really amazing. And even 2 years later, I don't really think you ever get over the grief process. I've learned that as you grieve, there's certain things that will happen that will kind of open back up the wound of grief, and it never really goes away. It just sort of changes. For me, what's happened is this week, my grandparents' house, which my papa, Robert Painter, passed away the summer after I graduated high school, which he was amazing as well. So they, their house that, I spent so much time in as a little girl and into my, older years, was torn down. I really can't even imagine driving down that street and that house not being there. It's just a house. But just being able to drive past it maybe was something that I could hold on to still, but it's gone. But here's something that I want to tell you about grieving. If you find yourself without somebody that you love, you will learn that it hurts physically like you never understood that it could. There can be pain that physically hurts even though it's emotional. I never knew that before. Cherish every moment that you have with your loved one. If I could give any of you guys one gift, it would be just a small portion of the love that has been poured into me for my entire life. I can't even tell you how blessed and lucky I am, not just by my grandparents on both sides, which I'm so blessed that my dad's parents are still alive, but my parents and all my family. I'm just so blessed to have that much love and support. My life is not perfect, but one thing I've never lacked for is love. And if I could give one thing to you guys, it's a small portion of that. And so I'm giving that to you now. If there's ever a time that you don't feel loved, that you don't feel like you can go on, that you don't feel like you can pick up from a sad time that you're in, you can. And I may be sitting here sad and crying, but I can promise you it's not without any hope. I miss her. I miss my grandparents. I will miss driving past that house, but there's never going to be a time when I don't feel that love that was poured into me, because that did not go away. when the house was torn down or when my grandmother died. It's still here. And if you've lost anybody, I can promise you that love is still there, no matter if they're there or not. And it's a hard thing to understand, especially when the pain is fresh. But you will come to know that even though a person leaves, they leave the love they gave you in your heart. It will never leave you as long as you are here. You are still gonna have that love. You may find it at night when you're alone and the pain is really hard, but I promise you, it's there. So I hope this video is not too depressing, but I just wanted to share this with you because I know there's somebody out there that's going through grief. I know Mama would have loved anybody watching this. So have a great day.